What's up, champs? Welcome to today's video. My name is Trevin Peterson. I'm a full-time seven-figure Amazon seller, and today we have a special video for you. We have a special guest, Bradley Sutton from Helium 10, and he's going to be giving us his best strategy for product research in 2021. So this is going to be amazing. I'm not sure what he's going to be sharing with us, but all I do know is he knows his stuff. Every time he's on the channel, he's always bringing value. So I'm really excited about it. And if you guys are too, make sure to go down, subscribe, like the video, and drop a comment. And without further ado, we're going to give the time over to Bradley. He's going to break down some product research strategies for 2021.
Yep. All right. Thanks for having me back. It's great to see. I see you got your new studio there. Got some nice.
Yes, I do.
Are those things from that one company that makes all those like cool quotes and what's it called?
Yes, iconic.
Yeah. That's right. Somebody who works at our company actually like was a frat mate or something like that with the guy who started that. But
Oh, that's awesome.
everybody has those. I need to get some of those
they're
for my
very
office.
popular.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, 2021, I think everybody's been waiting for since the start of 2020.
Yeah.
Everybody hates this year. So it's like, what is new? Now, that's one of the cool things about Amazon is that the general strategy of finding products, is not going to change from year to year, but there's always little new ways that you can take advantage of, not just from Helium 10, but just in general, that can help people, find niches, because I'm sure you hear it a lot. For people who are brand new and maybe you guys who are watching, one of their first questions is wait, did I miss the boat on Amazon? Like, is it too late? Like, isn't everything saturated? And the answer is no. But is it maybe more difficult to find opportunity on Amazon as it was 3 years ago? Absolutely. But you have to know where to look. So I'm gonna share my screen here.
Let me
And I'm
enable
gonna
that
show
for
you
you.
the tactics I've been using, because for the first time in a while, I've been launching my own products on Amazon just so that I can keep case studies going. Because one of the things that's happening on Amazon is things are changing so much that I have to keep up to date with it. And the only way to do that is by like actually launching products myself. So I'm going to show you guys some strategies of what I've been using now. And these are going to be like my main strategies to find products next year as well. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right. So first of all, just to give you guys a recap, we did the Project X like a year ago. This is one of our first years. Take a look at some of these numbers and the strategies I'm using. I'm going to tell you guys today. It's very similar to how we found these products that we're selling on right now. So let me just show you what we've been done this month with one of the most random products you could possibly think of. And it's the coffin shelf. All right. So, this is actually on Amazon right now. And here's the sales from this month. All right. This product right here, almost $30,000 worth of sales in less than a month on a product that cost us something like, I think it's like $3.76 to produce, and we're selling it for over $30. And the method I'm going to show you guys today is very similar to how we found this product right here. So guys, anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. You guys, if you haven't started on selling on Amazon yet, if we can sell 1,000 shelves shaped like a coffin in 1 month, you guys can sell products too. All right.
Absolutely.
And that wasn't the only product. You can see here, we have some like egg trays as well that we sold over $1,000 or $2,000 worth as well. So that's one thing I want to tell you guys who are just starting. So many people get these expectations that, oh, I need to have a Lamborghini or else I'm not going to be successful on Amazon. No, success is what it is to you. If it's making $30,000 on a product, great. If it's $2,000, hey, who wouldn't want like about $400 worth of net profit in a month that you didn't have before? That takes only.
And that's exactly what I say. Like, people would look at the egg holder tray and say, "Oh, that's a failed product. It's only doing $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month." And I'm like, no, that's not true at all. If you can do that 2-3 times, that replaces your 9 to 5. And even if you just want to do this as a side gig, an extra $500 that pays for your car, that pays for food, that pays for insurance, that pays for a vacation. I mean, that's a lot of money, and people just don't realize that. And I did like your post the other day. Like, everybody has different goals.
Exactly.
Whether it's getting a Lamborghini, getting a dream home, or just making an extra $500.
Yep, absolutely. So don't let anybody like try and dictate what success means to you. You're the only one, guys, who can dictate that. Let's go into Black Box, and I'm going to go into the keywords tab of black box. And let me just show you guys a kind of like foolproof way to find opportunity. Like even if it's a little bit late, let me show you guys what can happen here. So the thing that I love to look for is search volume. And I personally go for those products that aren't, you know, 50,000 searches or 100,000 searches. Some people say the opposite, and that's not wrong. Like everybody has their own way. I'm just going to show you guys one way, and the way that I've used to build up 4 different 6-figure products this year. So I'm going to keep it low, like from around 1,500 to, let's just say, 5,000 searches. All right. So I'm looking for something that's kind of like, you know, trending. All right. And I'm going to look in the price range. If I were to take the average price of what's on page one, I'm going to say I want it less than $75. I'm just going to throw that in there, but I want it more than like 12 bucks. All right. I don't want something too cheap. I don't want something too expensive. Now, in the past, what we've shown you guys videos on is we've shown you guys using the average review count and the average review rating. I'm going to skip these for now. All right. I'm going to skip these for now. I am going to put a minimum word count of 2. We've talked about this before about why I do that, but I don't think a lot of one word keywords have a lot of buyer intent. So I like to find search terms that have at least 2 words. You could even put 3 here to get even more specific. All right, let's look at some home categories, because that's very popular in 2020 and 2021. Things that you can do at home, because guess what? People more than ever are like working from home nowadays. And that's not just gonna be the pandemic. I mean, you guys hear about all these huge companies. I think it was like Google or AT&T or somebody, a bunch of companies. They announced that they're permanently going, you know, work from home.
It's crazy.
So let's look at the home and kitchen, and let's look at like kitchen and dining. All right. And let's see. Now, these are what I like to look at. I'm going to look at the competitor revenue, and I'm going to do an opposite. All right. So the traditional way, I think we might have made a video with you before, Trevin, on this is I say, hey, I want to have uh, a minimum number of top 10 listings on this keyword page to be making this much money. I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to say I want a maximum. Like I only want, let's say, a max of, let's just say 3 making $5,000. So this is like almost reverse psychology here, reverse logic. Like some people teach, and this is again totally fine way to search for opportunities. Like, hey, I want to see something that has existing demand, so I want at least 7 or I want at least 5 out of the top 10 listings to be making at least this amount of money. I'm doing the opposite because I want to see something that's really up and coming and trending. Like it's so new that people aren't making money. Like there's searches, all right, there's searches for it, but nobody's really making sales, because to me, that's like, hey, there's room for me to be one of the first. Like the coffin shelf, the reason why we were so successful there, you look now, there's like 25 people who have coffin shelves, but we're still dominating that market because we were one of the first ones there. And that's what I'm trying to find here. So let's do that. And let's say the competitor reviews, let's say I would love to see like at least, let's just say 4 listings that have less than 150 reviews. Like you guys use whatever numbers you do. I'm just throwing in some random stuff here. All
And
right.
that's another thing is so many people, at least what I've seen, is they watch a YouTube video and they see these criterias and they feel like they have to use the exact numbers that everybody uses. And that's not the case. You can play around
Exactly.
with all these filters, these categories, and there's no right or wrong way. And that's the cool part about product research. So if you guys are watching this, don't feel the need to do exactly what he is doing.
Yep, absolutely. Great advice. Now, as Trent was talking, I saw a couple like ornaments, you know, which makes sense. I mean, that's gonna show some search volume probably through the middle of January. So I just use this thing here, exclude keywords. Now, as you guys can see, it says I have 200. So it says please add additional filters. This is one of the ways that you could always be sure that you're not going to be searching the same thing that everybody else is because we cap it at 200 and tell you, hey, you need to go back and like laser focus your filters a little bit more, and that's going to help like lessen and even lessen more the odds that somebody is using the exact same filter as you. So under normal circumstances, I would go in and narrow this down, but you know, I'm not doing this for reals, so you know, I'm not trying to find a product here, so I'm just going to keep it here. All right. So I would look at this and I'm like, golf bottle opener. What's that? Frog room decor. Like these are keywords that I would never think that people are searching for, right? Elvis clock, Cape Shore. I don't even know what that is. Car sauce holder clip. What? I gotta see this. I gotta see
I'm
this.
pretty sure that one might be patented. I've seen it before. It's kind of an interesting product, but
What in the world?
people
Car.
are
Look at that.
searching for it. And maybe it's not patented. I don't know.
This is crazy. Like, I mean, where do people come up with these ideas? But you guys can see here why this came up as potential opportunity is because oh, it looks like a Shark Tank product,
Yep.
right? So there's a Shark Tank. So yeah, if there's a Shark Tank, it might be probably is patented. But this is just the thing to show you why did it come up. Look at these ones right here in the top 10 that hardly have any reviews here at all. This one is page 1, position 3. It's sold by merch. That means that it's sold by the merchant, fulfilled by merchant. They don't even have FBA, and they're on page 1, position 3. That's crazy. Dip holder for cars. That's almost the same thing here.
Yeah.
Snoopy throw blanket, cozy cup pillow.
Never heard of that one.
Let's just skip over here. There's just tons of stuff. Super mom. That's something that, throughout the year, things, people get it for their mom's birthdays or things like that. That's not even going to be a seasonal product. Of course, I would imagine that around Mother's Day, that's going to be a popular one here. Sink splash guard. Like what? Like people need that? See, like I would never have thought about this, like why is this necessary? A sink splash guard. Now, notice the first thing I love about this is that this to me is opportunity, potential opportunity. And now I only looked at this for 2 seconds, but is this, Trevin, a sink splash guard necessarily? Like it says it right there, but this is what do you call it? This is a stopper, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
keywords
so
don't line up with the actual product.
Yeah,
There's
guys,
opportunity there.
exactly. Get excited when you see this. If you see keywords and the results do not match the keyword, that is a great potential opportunity. All right. Because this here is a splash guard, the only one on here. And look at this 2.5 stars. People hate this product, but it's like they have to buy it because look, there's no, if that's what you're looking for and you're just here at the top of the page, you have no choice. I don't want a stopper.
Yep.
This is the only one, So, yeah, look at that. Like the only other 2 ones here on this page, this is not even an Amazon terms of service compliant image. It doesn't have a white background. This is like a lifestyle image almost, which that means that Amazon at any time could probably just shut this listing down because it doesn't have this white background.
And again, those reviews, I mean, it's only a 4-star review. So obviously there's a lot to improve on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's another one right here on the top of page 1. 0 reviews. Doesn't even have reviews. So, I mean, this took us like just a couple minutes to find. So this is like, I like finding these ones where only a couple people are crushing. Now I could have done the opposite. I could have done say, hey, I don't want something that's not completely proven yet. Like show me something that's making at least at least $5,000, 6 out of the top 10. And let me like narrow this down even further. And let's just take a look at what comes up here. All right. You see something like cheese serving tray. All right. Let's take a look at that. Look at some of these products here. All right. So these ones are making thousands and thousands of dollars a month. So it might be a little bit more difficult to compete, but you can see that there's still some room. Look, Amazon's Choice only has 71 reviews on this page. So that might be a potential bonsai tree light. All right. Bonsai tree light. What in the world?
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Let's take a look. Maybe people make like miniature Christmas trees or
Possibly.
something from bonsai. Okay. Interesting. Not one of these images other than this is an Amazon terms of service compliant image. Every single one of these are made by sellers who are risking their account, or not their account from being suspended, but their listing from being suspended. All right. I love seeing this because it means that these are amateurs. These are amateur Amazon sellers are dominating this niche and 0 reviews. Look at that. And their page 1 position. They've only got like 16 left in stock because they've been selling so much. Look at these BSRs. when you see BSRs that low, that means they're selling well. If I ran X-ray on this page, I'd probably see what kind of sales they're making. But here's something that we didn't even think about. Now, one thing that I found on a keyword or product research was wine rack recently. But then when I went to it on Amazon, I noticed that it was maybe a little bit too late. All right. So this is a great strategy for 2021. All right. So I looked here, and these are the top wine racks right here. All right. So it's pretty standard. We got some metal ones. That's pretty unique there. It says wine time. Very, very, very standard here. Let me see. Where's the rest? So many sponsored ads these days. All right. Here's an interesting, like a little triangle, one. Here's one that has wine glasses. But as you guys can see, it's like fairly standard. Now, when I went on, I just did this right before this call. I went on Wine Rack on Etsy, and here I noticed like this cool thing, like this little like zigzag one. All right, these like little zigzag ones I saw on different places, and some like very unique ones. So what you want to do, guys, like if you see something like, look at this one. I didn't see this one on Amazon. If you see a difference between like Etsy and let's look at Pinterest while we're at it.
Look at that dog one even.
A dog one where?
Yeah,
Oh,
right. Yeah.
I love it. Look at that. That is great.
That's awesome.
That's a product in itself. Let's look
guys, these are golden nuggets that Bradley's sharing right here to compare on Etsy. Because this is, and also Pinterest.
Yep. Here's Pinterest. And look, we see more of these zigzag ones that are pretty cool. Here's a different shaped one. So what I've been saying since the beginning on Project X, and that's how we found the coffin shelf, is look on Etsy and Pinterest. So maybe it seems like it's already too late here. Let's say here at the top of the page, you might think, oh man, look, these guys all have hundreds of reviews, except this guy only has one.
And honestly, there's some with 51, 1.
Yeah, so maybe it's not so bad. I mean, maybe all the good ones are all sold out, because when I saw this last year, I think there were thousands of reviews, so they might be sold out. So, but even regardless of the reviews, my point is, like, when you see such a stark contrast with what's on Amazon and what's on Etsy and what's on Pinterest, it usually means that there's a trend, a change in the trend that's about to happen. That's what we saw with the wooden, with the wooden egg tray. So I was actually trying to show people the same exact thing, that if you type in egg holder, all right, this is how we found that egg tray that I showed you guys at the beginning in Helium 10 Profits. This is the same. This is almost the same as what we saw a year ago. Is mainly these spirally ones, this plastic one, right? Bunch of plastic ones, ceramic ones, right? And then what we saw on Etsy was actually different last year. We saw tons of wooden ones, and that's why we got the idea of making a wooden egg tray. But now, what do we see in Etsy? 1 year later, it's still different than Amazon, but what I started seeing is these little shelves, egg shelves. You didn't see that on Amazon right now, but this egg shelf, and then here's another kind of stacked shelf here. Okay, here's something for you. Do you recognize whose hand this is? This is Michelle's hand. Michelle from Helium 10. She was our model. We actually made a Project X store for Etsy right here. So there's how cool is that store. But anyways, you can see all of these shelves all of a sudden. So what you guys can do, if you don't see something on Amazon, but you see it on Etsy and Pinterest, I'm not saying, hey, go stick all your money into it, because that's kind of a risk. How do you mitigate that risk? You do a test listing. All right. So what I actually did this. I'm going to show you guys my Seller Central account from Project X. I went and I bought a few of these. All right. And I made a test listing. Let me show you guys in Seller Central what I did. This is the actual Project X account. Oh, I have a buyer message I need to reply to. Anyways, I made, here's that exact image right here, test egg shelf. And then I made a really ugly listing. This is not an Amazon Terms of Service compliant image. These are terrible bullet points. But I'm like, let me, look, we even got only a
bad review.
We actually got one bad review from it, because I bet you they're probably complaining about the price. Yeah. I could have made this myself for about $15. It isn't worth the price. Why are they complaining about the price? Look at the price that I put it, guys. I put it for $80. All
Oh
right.
man.
I didn't want people to buy it. I was just trying to validate the demand. And I did that by throwing it up on Amazon with a bad listing and making sure I'm at the top of the keywords for sponsored ads with a super high bid. And my thought process is, first of all, can I get impressions for these keywords? Does Amazon view me as relevant? Yes, I got tons of impressions from it, from this PPC. Do I get clicks? And if I get clicks, to me, that shows demand. So, because if somebody's going to click on an ugly thumbnail and a ridiculous price, they must really be desperate for that kind of product. The third thing is, do I actually sell it at that price? And if I, like, as I did right here, and then that's just like, okay, that's a mic drop, that I'm going in on this project. So guys, you are going to see this on Project X in maybe about 2 months or so. And what was my process? I saw something on Amazon. I saw that there's something trending on Etsy that's a little bit different. And so my thought process is, there's a shift in the trend that people are going to be interested in this egg shelf as opposed to just a regular egg tray or egg holder. So to test that, I bought some from Etsy. I threw it up on Amazon at a terrible high price, and that demand, or my thesis, was kind of validated because I got this activity on it. So now I'm going to come out with something, and it's only going to be like $40. If I could sell it at $80, I could definitely sell it for $40. And that's like, guys, that's a strategy that you can rinse and repeat for all of 2021 to kind of get ahead of what other sellers are doing on Amazon.
That's awesome. I've heard of people doing that, but I've actually never seen an example. So that's really cool to see you actually testing the market. And that's where you're basically making it almost fail proof. You're testing the market. Yeah, you did have to buy the egg trays up front, which was maybe a couple $100,
Yep.
but you're figuring it out whether or not it works. So
Yep.
if you guys watch this, there was so many different things. Rewatch this video, take notes, make sure to go get Helium 10. I have a link down below, a huge discount for you guys. And Bradley, that was amazing. Is there any last tips that you want to give to anyone watching the video?
Just like, what we're not doing, or is I'm not copying their product. That's not that's not a good thing to do. So I use an Etsy product just to validate the demand. But then I changed our product that we're coming up with. Like I made it smaller, and then I changed the width, and I like changed the color a little bit. So don't copy people's products out there. That's definitely not what we're saying. But this is a great way to find products in 2021. And this egg shelf, it's not going to be $1 million product, and that's fine for me. I like showing you guys stuff like Trevin says. Some people, they want to make $2,000 extra a month. Hey, this definitely could make $2,000 extra a month for you. So go ahead and try this method. The tools again that we used was Black Box, so that we even got this idea, and we were able to estimate the sales and find the keywords and how I made my PPC ads. So like Trevin said, there's a special link. If you're watching this the last week of December, there's a special link down there where you save 25% off your first couple months. If you're watching this in January or February, the link is probably going to be a little bit different, but always there's always discounts that
Yeah,
Trevin
it's
hooks you
still a
guys
good
up with.
discount regardless. It's 50% off the first month or 10% off for life. Make sure to take advantage of that. I'll put it down below. The coupon code is AMZ Champions 10 or AMZ Champions 50. But Bradley, this was amazing. I learned something. I know everybody watching this learned something. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, like the video, drop a comment. If this video gets enough likes, we will bring Bradley back for some new strategies in 2021. So
Excellent.
just want to say thank you, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
All right.